Welcome back to the Friday Five here on the Agent Survival Guide podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Ruppel, and we are digging out from under all that turkey and stuffing. We're getting back into the swing of things, so I hope that is true for you as well. First up on our list this week, coming in at number 1, could there be a potential merger in the works between Humana and Cigna? Several media outlets have been reporting on these rumors. Both Cigna and Humana have not commented or confirmed anything as of yet. Now, this certainly would be quite the merger. And interestingly, Reuters reported on a, quote, stock and cash deal that could be finalized by the end of the year, end quote. We'll be keeping an eye on this news and reporting back as the situation develops. Moving on from rumored breaking news to number 2, today is December 1st, which leaves us with just a few more days before the 2024 annual enrollment period wraps up on December 7th. It is crunch time, and for some of us, we're feeling the stress and could use a little relief. Some of us might want a little reassurance that our methods are sound. Maybe we're looking to improve our strategies to make sure those next few presentations really land. Or perhaps we just need that little boost of confidence to eat the frog or slay our dragons. We've got all those episodes and more in a special section in the notes. Some of these were produced for the last AEP, so there are a few references that are a bit outdated time-wise, but the information is all still solid. If you're looking to get a little stress relief this weekend, check out 20 ways to relax and relieve stress. Want to make sure your sales strategy is sound? Listen to common sales mistakes you might be making and how to fix them. Fine-tuning your presentations for the last week of AEP, I would suggest 4 tips for making a better sales pitch. And finally, probably one of my favorite episodes ever, eating frogs and slaying dragons will get you in the mindset to get stuff done. We've got a pretty decent back catalog of episodes. These are just a few of many, so don't be afraid to dip into those archives. There are some great gems in there. Number 3, let's talk about Apple's name drop feature, because we've got a little bit of a panic going on right now, and I feel compelled to explain exactly how this feature works. It's not as simple as just being in range of another phone. Name drop does not work like unsecured Wi-Fi. There's a very specific set of circumstances and actions that need to take place in order for information to be transferred. So first, the feature only works between Apple iPhones that run iOS 17 or later, and Apple Watch users running Watch OS 10 or later. Second, the devices must be pretty close together. Top ends of the phones placed together, and for watches, a similar distance apart. In the promo photos, it looks like about an inch or 2 between phones and even less distance between the watches. So fairly close contact that doesn't add up with some of the fear-mongering I've heard and read about recently. But it's not just proximity that's needed to utilize the feature. The third and possibly most important factor here is that in order for information to transfer, users must tap on a button to either share or receive name drop information. Again, the information is not just automatically available for other users in close proximity of your device to view or copy. You must click on the button to share the information, and the other party must click a button to receive it. Now, with all of that being said, if you'd like to turn off the feature, simply go into your iPhone settings app, select General, then tap AirDrop, and toggle off the option for bringing devices together. And in the future, if you want to turn the option on to easily share information, like the good old days of bumping phones together, you can toggle that switch on again. Number 4, KFF recently released their Medicare Advantage 2024 Spotlight First Look. Always an interesting snapshot to start to get a picture of the MA market. Some numbers to consider for plan year 2024. The average beneficiary will have access to 43 Medicare Advantage plans, same number as in 2023. 56% of those MA plan options are HMO, or Health Maintenance Organization plans. 42% are Preferred Provider Organizations, or PPOs. Growth in the D-SNP market has almost doubled since 2019, when there were 465 dual-eligible special needs plans. For the 2024 plan year, there are 851 D-SNP plans. And the last stat that I will mention here, when it comes to the choice of carriers offering Medicare Advantage plans, there are quite a few options for the majority of beneficiaries. 33% of beneficiaries can choose plans from 10 or more carriers. 25% of beneficiaries have 8 or 9 carriers from which to choose their MA plans. 26% of beneficiaries have 6 or 7 Medicare Advantage carrier options to choose from. And then 12% have 4 or 5 carrier options for their MA plan offerings. There are plenty more stats to read through in the full KFF report. It is just a first look, so it's not a complete enrollment snapshot just yet, but it is, again, a good picture of what's going on in the industry, and we will be linking to that full report in our notes. Number 5, couple of random updates and mentions here. First, I don't have the new Instagram filters yet, and I'm a smidge salty about it. But I do have the new sticker function, so the updates have apparently started rolling out. I'm curious if anyone is seeing the filters in their app, so if you have them, please let me know. Second thing, there are a lot of great holiday movies coming to streaming this month, so we will be talking about those in next week's episode. And then third, also in next week's episode, we will be talking about Spotify Wrapped because that did come out this week. In the annual listening report, users who listen to podcasts get a list of their top 5 shows from the year. Our podcast gets its own Spotify Wrapped. And then on top of all of that, both Spotify and Apple put out a list of top podcasts for the year. So we will be digging into all of that data and all of those reports next week. And of course, by then, AEP 2024 will be behind us. But for now, we've still got a couple of days left. So let's make the most of it. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay healthy and stay safe out there. And we will see you next week. The Agent Survival Guide podcast is a production of Ritter Insurance Marketing, an integrity company. This episode was written and produced by me, Sarah Ruppel. Script editing and fact check by Tina Lamoureux. Podcast design by Urban Rivera. Artwork by Vivian Zhao. Follow along with us wherever you like to listen.